Hey guys, and welcome to today's reading. This is a reading for the divine feminines out there. If you're not a feminine, if you're masculine and you just want to watch too, we both carry feminine and masculine energy. So this message is gonna be for someone specific, okay? Because I already channeled some messages before getting into this reading, so I'm going to speak on that first. So the person that I'm speaking to today, you've been through a lot, and it started with a decision that you made in the past, okay? So someone here decided to take the road less traveled. You decided to speak up about something that you felt was wrong. Now, many people wouldn't have done this. Many people would have taken the easy way out or taken the easy road and shied away, okay? I feel like whatever you did, whatever this decision was, it took you a lot of courage. I'm getting strongly like an energy of somebody speaking out against something wrong or some form of corruption, okay? So you saw something, or something might have even happened to you. You might have been the victim of corruption, okay? Now, you decided to speak up against this, you spoke out against this, and what followed was retaliation. Someone here has been through some horrific abuse, and it started after someone made a decision to speak out. Whatever followed after that was revenge and retaliation. You know, it takes a lot of courage to speak out. You could have even been dealing, I don't know if you're dealing with a single person. You could have been dealing with a person. You could be dealing with an entire group. You could even be dealing with institutions. Okay, but nevertheless, something happened in the past and you felt like it was wrong. You might have found out about some form of corruption and you decided to do something about it, okay? You made a decision. It was a hard decision because I feel like you faced a lot of I almost want to say pushback, okay? You could have been dealing with things like threats. You could have been dealing with things like blackmail, okay? Things like fear tactics. And it was all because you decided to make a choice and do the right thing and say the right thing. See, a lot of people, they would rather just stay out of it, right? Sometimes people see things happen and they don't say anything at all because it's easier than being honest. Now, you were made a target, okay? You were made a target because you were perceived as a threat, and everything that followed after that was retaliation. Now, that's the first part of the channeled message. The second part is that the decision that you made, it didn't just cost you the aftermath, okay? It didn't just cause the aftermath, let's say it that way. The decision that you made consciously, also with knowing that you would also have to face loss, okay? So you might have lost a lot. It could even be something like money, okay? You could have made a decision knowing that this decision was going to put you in a substantial amount of debt. But you did it because it was the right thing to do, okay? So, that's another thing. See, if people don't typically tend to make decisions when they know they're going to have negative outcomes or effects, right? So consciously making a decision because you know it's the right thing to do, even though you know that making that decision is going to cost you a lot in the process, that takes a lot of courage, okay? So you knew you were going to lose a lot. It could have a lot to do with your stability and your finances. You knew that you might have to deal with almost like insurmountable debt based off of the decision that you made, but you made it because it was the right thing to do. Okay, something like that. Now, someone here, you might even still to this day, this could have happened a while ago or a long time ago, but to this day, you're still dealing with the effects of the decisions that you made, but you don't regret any of the decisions you made because you know it was the right thing to do. Even if you face things like debt, things like loss, things like retaliation, revenge, being a target, being made a target. You knew all of these things were going to happen. You might have even been warned, okay? Before you made your decision, you could have even talked to even people around you. Maybe you asked for advice from others before you made your decision. Now, you could have also back then have been met with a lot of people saying, no, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. If you do that, you'll put yourself in harm's way. If you do that, this person could retaliate against you. You shouldn't do this because you need to watch out for your safety. You still did it, knowing full well that whatever followed could mean you becoming a target, could mean a lot of debt. You still did it. Even when everybody around you told you not to do something. See, that's the thing what I'm talking about is most people wouldn't have made the decision that you made. Most people wouldn't have had the courage. Most people would have been scared, okay? They would have said, no, I don't want to do that because what if someone retaliates against me, okay? You said, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to take the easy way out or am I going to take the road less traveled? And you did it. You jumped into that water. And what followed after that was exactly what people tried to warn you about. It was exactly what you also feared would come. And that was, the after effects of that. But I feel like someone here can stand strong in their own morals and in their dignity and their convictions that they did the right thing. And everything that followed after that was revenge and retaliation. Okay. So you probably went through a lot. It could be, as little as defamation, okay? Especially if you're someone that speaks out against corruption. The first thing that people are going to try and do is make you sound like you're not credible, okay? That's number one. They're going to try and challenge your credibility as a person and try and make you look like, your words shouldn't have any weight. So you could have been dealing with that. You could have even been dealing with things like fear tactics, gang stalking, privacy invasion. You were really made a target, okay? It could have even gone as far as trying to silence you, silence the witness, silence the true speaker, get the person out of the way that's exposing something, okay? So someone here went through a lot, and it was a conscious choice. Confirmation. It was a conscious choice, okay? Now, this is another channeled message for someone here. I don't know if this is for you or for someone else, but since I'm doing this reading right now, I'll just say it. Someone here, especially if we're talking about a lot of debt, okay? If you're facing like financial hardship right now, okay? Brink of like bankruptcy, kind of a financial situation, and you don't know sometimes how to make the money last, okay? This is a message for someone specific. Learn how to bake your own bread, okay? Because if you don't have a lot of money and if you don't know how to pay for your food, a slice of or a loaf of bread costs way more than just buying flour and yeast, okay? Because sugar and salt, if you don't have a lot of money, you can get that like basically at any fast food restaurant, okay? But flour and yeast, if you get a pack of that and a pack of flour, that'll make you like 4 loaves of bread, and it's usually cheaper than buying the loaf at the store. So this is for someone specific who either has never thought about doing this before or is in some sort of a tight pinch and you don't know how to make ends meet right now, and Learn how to bake your own bread, okay? That's for someone specific out there. Because bread you can eat every single day and it just makes you full, okay? So that's like a survivor's tip right there, okay? Now, another thing that I channeled here into this message is for the person that's dealing with all of this retaliation, all of this revenge tactics, and the aftermath of speaking out against corruption, okay, and doing the right thing. Spirit wants you to be reminded of the story of Jesus, okay? Why was Jesus made a target? Jesus was made a target because he spoke out against the corruption, especially in the institution. One thing that Jesus taught was that, God is inside of you. You don't have to go to church to find God. Jesus's teachings were very threatening to the institution and especially the state, because he inspired people to be free thinkers and to think for themselves, and not just take everything, what the institution tells you to do, or what the people say, what the people in authority say, right? It has a lot to do with people in authority. And that's the dangerous waters. Okay, so you could have been someone that spoke out against someone in authority, someone that felt like they had more authority over you, somebody that felt like they were more powerful than you. This could have even been someone that is powerful and has a lot of powerful connections, right? So this could be someone that knows a lot of people. And if they want to make your life a living hell, they definitely know who to call up. So this is all things that you knew going into the decisions that you made. You knew that this person maybe had powerful connections, knows a lot of people, and can pull a lot of strings in a lot of places, right? You still did it anyways. Okay, because someone had to do it, right? So the courageous ones stand up and say something. But, look at what happened to Jesus. I mean, thousands of years later, we celebrate him and we see him as a teacher and a role model and a saint, right? But back then it was a whole different story while he was alive. I mean, he only had he had a handful of disciples and a handful of followers, and that grew with time, but it wasn't really like that when he was alive. When he was alive, he was shunned and he was criticized and he was vilified and he was ostracized because he was someone that was saying things that other people don't say, right? He was stirring up commotion, okay? Now, the other person that had to feel the wrath of the institutions, of the people in power, was Mary Magdalene, okay? Mary Magdalene was not just a student of Jesus. She was Jesus' wife. They were married, okay? But when you look back, even in the Bible, she's basically erased completely out of the Bible, made completely non-existent, because she was part of Jesus's movement. And she was not just a little part, she was actually very significant in the story of Jesus. But that's just part of, I feel like, the hierarchies, the patriarchies as well, right? Is that the divine feminine was basically erased out of history. And Mary Magdalene was significant in that. And look at what happened to Mary Magdalene. What did the institution say about her? They called her a whore. Back then, Mary Magdalene, who is today considered a saint, was called a whore. Okay? Because she was, part of Jesus' movement. And she was very significant in that. So be reminded of, it takes a lot of courage to speak out, okay? And to say something when everybody else would just turn around or turn away and turn a blind eye, okay? So whatever you did, it was significant. And you were meant to do this. You might have even been guided to speak out, okay? Like I said, if everybody around you was saying, no, don't do this, no, don't do that, you shouldn't do this, no, it's the wrong thing, You might have been seeing angel numbers everywhere telling you to do this. You might have been seeing signs. It might have even just been that feeling in your gut, in your intuition that was like screaming at you, like, no, I have to. I have to do something about this corruption, okay? I have to do something to fix this, even if it puts me in debt, even if I won't recover for a while. I have to do something to make it right, okay? So you might have not even known the extent of the corruption. You might have not even known how deep it went, or how much fraud was going on, or how much was going on in the background, right? But when you found out, that's when you decided, I need to say something, right? So you made that choice. Now, that shows a lot about your morality and who you are as a person, because, you know, it shows that when you knew something was wrong, you weren't able to just let it sit with you. Like, you know, you weren't able to just shrug it away and say, oh, okay, well, I'll just ignore it. No, something in you was like screaming at you that something is wrong and you need to do something about it. You can't just ignore it. You can't just say it didn't happen. You have to find a way to right the wrong, okay? So after that, you were made a target. So that's who I'm speaking out again. That's who I'm speaking with today here. And now, before I get into my reading, I'm going to pull my Divine Feminine here, an oracle card here. Let's see who comes out. Okay. Lakshmi. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. The goddess of abundance, which is so contradictory considering that I was just talking about someone being in extreme financial debt, okay? Or, you know, you might be dealing with a lot here. So let's see who this goddess is. Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance. 72. So I'm going to read out of the book, okay? Who she was and when your soul chooses this card, okay? So who she is. Lakshmi personifies the splendor and affluence that arise when we align our every action with what the soul desires most for us. Reverence for the Hindu goddess Lakshmi dates back to the first millennium BCE. She's known as the goddess of wealth, fortune, and prosperity. Okay. Her name is derived from Sanskrit root lax and laksa, meaning to know, understand, or to have a goal. She's the wife of the Hindu god Vishnu and has many festivals that are celebrated in her honor. In the ancient Indic epic, the Ramayana, Lakshmi is said to have miraculously sprung from the foam of an ocean of milk churned by the gods. Lakshmi is often pictured in her iconography holding the lotus. This is symbolic of the fact that great beauty arises from the dark richness of the earth under any circumstances. All that's needed is the auspicious or divine timing for the lotus to come into bloom. Her essence then is about understanding the goal in life to realize the abundance of the soul. Yeah, okay, so that's giving me, you know, something in it right there. It's like, if you made a decision that you knew was going to cost you an immense amount of money, or that you were going to have to go into debt, or that, you know, you were going to lose everything for what you decide to do, the abundance of the soul, okay? So you knew that, what is it about at the end of the day? Is it the abundance in the soul, which for me, you know, in this scenario would be like the morality that you feel, or doing the right thing, or upholding your own values and upholding your own sense for justice and what you feel is right and wrong. That makes your soul more abundant than saying, okay, I'm just going to choose to do nothing and then I'll save money. Okay, because how abundant can your soul really be if that's the trade-off that you're making, right? I mean, it's kind of like you're saying, okay, I'm fine with doing the wrong thing as long as it's about money, right? So when your soul selects her card, abundance looks different to each of us. Some people have incalculable material wealth, but are bereft of a sense of purpose or a greater vision for their life and are so left feeling lost. Yeah, that's basically what I just felt too. While others are considered poor in financial wealth, but walk around radiating love and the kind of light that has an inestimable worth. Lakshmi is the auspiciousness that begins to bloom in our life when we align our every action with the work our soul has come here to do. Lakshmi reminds us of the ultimate goal, which is not making money, but being able to know our true bliss. What makes us feel lit up like a glow stick while we're doing it? What work doesn't feel like work at all? Lakshmi is a wing to find that vocation, that bliss, so that what is within us comes into full bloom through something we can do and show the world. Lakshmi represents both the gold we can hold in our hands and the gold we can become by doing work that feeds our soul. She's the reminder that true abundance doesn't come from our bank statement. It comes from a state of mind we enter when we know we are contributing great worth to the world in the effort of becoming more love. Okay, that's actually beautiful because that is actually so fitting, right? That's actually so fitting here to this reading today. Yeah. It's about the love, right? It's about our purpose for the world. What do we want to give back? What do we want to accomplish in this life, right? What is our life worth? What is it worth here? Well, it's not staying up. Okay, so I'll just put it down here. All right, so let's get into it. I've been just talking to myself here for 20 minutes now, so it's like how wealthy does your soul feel, right? I mean, it's not about your financial, it's really not about how much money you have on the bank, okay? It's not. And that's what I feel strongly too. It's like it all comes down to your soul. It's like, can you sleep at night knowing the decisions that you made? Can you sleep good at night? If you know you always did the right thing and the reasons why you did something, the reasons for the choices that you made was because it felt morally right to do those things, to make those decisions, you contributed something to the world, you know? Like, even if it was just something small, even if it seems insignificant to you because you've been absolutely vilified by everybody, you could have been judged harshly by everyone, threatened, victimized, exiled, basically. But you know, you as a person, you can probably lay in bed at night, okay, even having nothing, and still knowing that your soul is intact, okay, which is worth a lot. I feel like it's worth a lot more than money. So let's see here. Holy angels, tell me more about this message today. The Nine of Swords. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So this might be this King of Pentacles here, okay? Maybe this is a person that you dealt with, okay? So this King of Pentacles is significant in your story one way or the other. Now, I'm not sure if this is the person right now that's feeling stressed out, feeling worried, okay? They're up in their head a lot, right? This person could have been confused in the past. This person could have not known what to think about something. They were confused about your finances, okay? Or this is about you financially struggling, right? I feel like this has definitely something to do with money and your financial struggle. And I feel like this financial struggle that you went through, it wasn't something that just happened. It was something, for one, that was like a conscious choice. You knew making a decision, it was going to put you in poverty. You knew it, but you felt like it was the right thing to do anyways, okay? Now, other things could have followed after that, right? Other people could have also intentionally tried to put you into even more poverty as retaliation, right? So I feel like you were dealing from attacks from all sides here, okay? Like, it's not just about what you took upon you to do the right thing, but it's also about the retaliation tactics that other people used against you, okay? And it has a lot to do with money. But I'm talking to someone here today, no matter how bad it got for you, no matter how much you lost, no matter how much you had to suffer through it, no matter how much you had to penny pinch, okay? Try and make the ends meet. I mean, you could have, like, see, the thing with debt, it's a cycle, and it's really hard to break. It's really hard to get out of this kind of poverty, especially when it comes to debt, because, as you're trying to pay these bills off, there's other bills that are not getting paid. Okay, so those bills start to mount and mount and mount, okay? And then you're trying to pay off those bills, but you can only pay off a little by little, and it's just like, it just keeps mounting. So, other bills don't get paid. You have to prioritize, right? So one thing about, because I've been through extreme poverty as well, man, okay? I know what it's like. So being in poverty has taught me more about money than I ever knew before. Let's just put it that way, okay? It taught me way more about prioritizing. I feel like people that have a lot of money, this is maybe something, either they have learned to do this or they just have a lot of money so they don't have to do it. But being in poverty teaches you a couple things. First of all, it teaches you prioritizing. So that's what I was talking about, where you have to prioritize, which bill am I going to pay first? Okay, I can't pay them all, so which one am I going to pay first, right? That's prioritizing. So that kind of sticks with you, because even if you have a little bit more wealth and abundance, at some point you're going to ask yourself, like, what do I really need? What am I going to pay for now? And blah, 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 right? So then it teaches you a lot about budgeting. What do I really need? Okay, how can I make this money last until then? How can I make the money work until this day? I'm going to get more money on this day, so what am I going to spend it on to get to there? Okay, like, yeah, I mean, it's a hard lesson, like, but it teaches you a lot. And at the end of the day, everybody that's struggling, I feel like, can say one thing, especially if you know why, the trade-off that you made here. You might have lost a lot, but you can rest easy knowing you didn't lose your soul, okay? You might have lost everything, but you didn't lose your soul. And that is the goddess of abundance, okay? So let's see here, this Nine of Swords. Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot and the Page of Swords. So this is either some sort of information, or this is someone that's watching you, gathering information. This could be someone, I don't know. It's either someone watching you gathering information, or it's some sort of information communication here, which is making someone feel stressed out and worried, up in their head, thinking a lot, okay? And it has to do with some kind of a financial strategy, or something to do with finances, okay? And someone moving forward on something here with the Chariot. Now, why is this person confused? Seven of Cups. The Hermit is confused, okay? How interesting. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. The King of Cups. High Priestess at the bottom. So either it's this Hermit that's confused, either it's a King of Cups that's confused, or it might be a King of Pentacles that's confused, or was confused about a King of Cups, and some sort of choices that were made here, okay? I'll have to clarify a little bit more. Let's see, what's the Two of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse. The Ten of Wands. This is exactly my channeled message. Exactly. You walked away from something. You turned your back on a situation. You walked away. I don't know if it's just from a job. I don't know if it's from family, if it's from people. You walked away from something here. You walking away from this meant an extreme amount of baggage on your back, okay? this is so much stress and pressure for one person that you feel like it's going to break you. Okay, it takes like all of your strength to get through this, and this has a lot to do with you struggling financially and you trying to make those fucking ends meet. You're multitasking. You're trying to figure out how you're going to get by, how you're going to pay your rent, how you're going to make it to the next paycheck. And this was something that you knew was coming. You knew it was going to come. You knew it was going to lead to this. You knew when you walked away that it was going to be extreme burden on you, on one person. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure the person I'm talking to today, you're alone in this journey, completely alone, no help. Okay? So I don't know what you walked away from. It could have been a lot, right? Could have been people, could have been your career. Okay? You had to walk away from a lot. And it was to do the right thing. And you were ostracized, you were vilified, you were kicked out, you were shamed, defamed, harassed, stalked, terrorized, all of the above. And this was a burden that you knew you were going to be carrying here. And you were going to be carrying this all by yourself, right? Yeah. Yeah, but you still did it. So you can be really proud of yourself. Okay? Not a lot of people can do this. This kind of reminds me of like, God only gives you the battles that he knows that you can take on, right? So God knew your strength. God knew your strength. That's why you got this battle, because he knew that you were going to be able to handle it. So tell me more about this Nine of Swords, why someone is so stressed out right now. Why is someone so stressed out and worried? Because they didn't want to work together with you. Okay? So this could have even been, what I'm getting is maybe this is like an institution, okay? Maybe this is who you spoke out to, because that's kind of what I'm getting. Is like, especially with the Hermit, the Page of Swords here, and the King of Pentacles, who could be the leader of some sort of an institution or someone that has a business or something like that. Now, this is who you might have gone to, or maybe this company or someone in the company or institution or whatever, wherever you went, okay? And you said what you needed to say and you spoke out, and they didn't believe you. Okay? They didn't want to work with you. This person could have just maybe laughed it off or not taken you seriously, or whatever it is. Someone here is now very stressed out and worried because they might be realizing that they didn't want to work with you. They chose not to want to collaborate with you, or someone maybe just didn't want to take you seriously. I don't know. Tell me more about this, please. A King of Wands. Or it's about maybe, who's the King of Wands? Let's see. The Fool. So you took a leap of faith here. This is about maybe the leap of faith that you took. Yeah, you took it. Not knowing. This is traveling the road. This is going the road less traveled. This is taking that risk, that leap of faith. Okay? Because it took a lot of faith. I bet you prayed a lot before you did this. Praying to God to please catch you when you do this, because you don't know what's going to happen afterwards. You have no idea what's going to happen. You just know you have to do it. So you jumped off of a cliff. You didn't even know if that parachute had holes in it or not. Okay? You didn't know if you were going to land safely. You didn't know if people were going to start shooting at you. Okay? But you did it. And someone is now worried about this or stressed out about this or looking back at this in some sort of way. Who is this King of Wands? This is someone that's now, this is someone that's now seeing something clearly, okay? This is someone that's coming out of some sort of delusion or some sort of denial or some sort of a state of not seeing something clearly. So this person is realizing something. They're coming to some sort of a realization, and this is stressing them out, okay? Or it's worrying them, because you might have gone to this person in the past asking for help, okay? You might have gone to someone here asking for help and they didn't help you. They didn't even want to work with you. They didn't even listen to you. So this person could now be coming out of some sort of mental fog here. Tell me more about this, please. The High Priestess in reverse and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So were they not listening to their intuition on something here? What is this? What do you mean? Yeah, that's the truth. So they weren't, this person here, this King of Wands, was not listening to their intuition. Who knows what their intuition told them. There must have been a reason why they just didn't listen to you. I don't know. Let's see. What is the reason why someone didn't listen or didn't want to work together with you? The Moon, because of something hidden or some sort of secrets, or because of something being hidden. What's the Moon? Four of Cups. They felt like you were just disgruntled. They felt like you were just disgruntled about something. The King of Pentacles. This is the same person here. So this King of Pentacles felt like you were just disgruntled, or is this how this person feels? Is this person now feeling the Four of Cups? They're having a moment of enlightenment about a Queen of Cups. Okay, so I get it now. Yeah, so this person listened to other people. They didn't want to work together with you, or they didn't want to listen to you because the people that you were speaking out against, I am assuming, were louder, okay? So you went to this person, oh yeah, I'm getting a nose itch. Sorry. You went to this person, or you went to an institution, or you went somewhere, okay? You spoke your truth, you needed help. Something that someone else had said to them spoke louder to them for some reason, okay? So they believed the oppressor over you, okay? So the retaliation, the defamation of character, all of that, okay? This is what this person ended up listening to. So that's why they didn't listen to their intuition. It's because they listened to the oppressor. So this King of Pentacles, King of Wands, they're not, I don't know if this is the same person. They're now having a moment of enlightenment about what? Eight of Swords reverse. About work. About work, about your work, about someone's work, okay? So maybe it is, maybe it does have something to do with a company or a boss or a work situation that you walked away from, okay? Now, they might be seeing something about how you had to unbind yourself from something, right? Regarding a work situation that was corrupt. So you took steps and made a decision to try and free yourself from this. You unbound yourself from this as best as you could because it was corrupt. And the minute that you found out it was corrupt, you wanted to free yourself from it and make the right choice because you felt it was wrong, okay? Someone had abused your trust here, okay? The person that you were dealing with, the person that you spoke out against, this person abused your trust, okay? This person might be like, they prey on vulnerable people is what I'm getting. They make false promises. They get you to trust them in a way so that they can abuse your trust in secret, right? So that's something that could have happened to you, is that, I don't know if this is a work situation, a boss situation, something like that, where you trusted someone because they pretended like they had your best interests at heart. They pretended like they wanted to help you, when in reality they were intentionally lying to you, intentionally getting you to trust them so that they could abuse your trust and commit fraud. Okay, something like that. So when you realized what someone had done to you and how much how they had abused your trust and how they used you, okay, to commit whatever they were doing there in the background, you decided you need to, first of all, speak out against it, and second of all, try and repair what had happened, because you knew it was wrong and you woke up to this, okay? Unfortunately, I feel like for someone here, you woke up way too late, and the reason why is because you had trusted someone. You trusted them, and you never thought that someone could do that to you. You never thought that they would do that to you because you trusted them, and you trusted that they had good intentions for you, when in reality, they never did. They used someone here and abused someone here. So you decided you need to do something about it, and you need to try and unbind yourself from this, because it was corrupt, and you didn't even, I feel like you didn't even know how deep the fraud really ran. Like, you didn't even know how bad it really was. You might have just scratched on the surface of something and you were like, this doesn't feel right. Like, something feels really wrong here. Something feels wrong. And you were like, I need to get away from this. I need to unbind myself from this. I need to say something about it, because something going on here is wrong. And what followed after that was pure retaliation. Okay? So this is what this King of Pentacles, King of Wands figure is now realizing, apparently, and this is making them feel stressed out. Tell me more about why this is making them feel stressed out. I'm keeping the King of Pentacles right there because I feel like this person is significant. Tell me more about why they feel in the Nine of Swords here, please. Or why they feel worried because of something that they have looked into in the past. They looked into something in the past. They maybe even investigated something in the past. So like I said, if this is who you went to asking for help, if this is who you went to asking for someone to just look into something, okay? Or take, like, you went somewhere for help. Not just help, you went somewhere to speak up and say the truth and expose corruption. Something is coming up from the past. This is what they're looking into, and they're realizing something about what you said, okay? They might even be realizing something about how bad the situation actually was and what you had to deal with and why you were asking for help, okay? So they found something out. What did they find out here in the past? That you had to defend yourself. Wow, okay. Yeah, that you stood up for yourself. That's what they found out now, I guess. Is that you came to them because you were trying to protect yourself, and you were trying to stand up for yourself, and you were trying to fight back against something that was being done to you. They're realizing that you stood up to something. You tried to fight something off all by yourself, okay? Like, this could even have happened a long time ago. Since you, like, who knows how much time has actually passed since you made that choice? It could be months, it could be years, okay? So for years, someone has been dealing with retaliation tactics. Someone has been dealing with a lot, okay? A lot. And now someone is looking back and realizing, like, oh, wait, something's weird here. Yeah, okay. Tell me more about this, please. Something with a Knight of Cups and the Four of Wands. It has something to do with what you brought to them. Or what was brought to them. I don't know. Who's this Knight of Cups? Something that was brought to them, or the Fool, about a leap of faith that someone took. Page of Pentacles and the Magician. So they're realizing something about, okay, so what I feel like this Knight of Cups, Four of Wands, is that, look, if you spoke out, okay, you made a decision here to speak out, to say the truth, okay, whoever you were speaking out against probably knew this, okay, like, I don't know if they have connections. They have a lot of connections, okay, is what I feel. Or they just know you personally. They found out through personal means or something like that. They could have even maybe found out before you went there, maybe even through like people that you know. Oh, you know what I'm getting right now? You know, that's what I said at the beginning, is that you might have talked to people about this before you went there. Like people in your circle saying like, should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I go there? Should I say the truth? Someone in your circle could have, that was telling you, no, 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 don't go there. Don't do that. You shouldn't do that. There's someone that could have warned the person. There's someone that could have warned them. That's what you were doing? Yeah, a white butterfly just flew by. So there was someone that warned them of what you were planning. So this is about what your oppressor then handed in to the King of Pentacles. So they might have tried to beat you to the punch in some sort of way. It doesn't really matter which way around it was. The King of Pentacles and the King of Wands here, they received some sort of information. Something that was manipulated, though, with the Magician. This was something that your oppressor invented themselves. They created this. And it was meant to confuse these people here so that they wouldn't work with you, so that they wouldn't believe you. Yeah, Temperance, that's what happened. That's what happened. So your oppressor might have beaten you to the punch, maybe because there was someone in your circle that warned them. This might have been someone at that point that you trusted back then, okay? Might not be someone that you're friends with anymore, but you might have trusted them back then, and they might have warned this person. So whenever you went and asked for help, they didn't even listen to you anymore because they had already maybe received information from the oppressor making you look bad or making you look like you're not credible or something like that, right? Okay, so tell me about the Chariot. The Knight of Pentacles, which is the same one that's right here. The Queen of Wands. What did they say about this Knight of Pentacles here? Something about working together or something like that? Working together. Chariot, that's the same cards next to each other here. Working together on something in order to move forward. The Sun. So these masculines might be realizing that they work together with the wrong people the whole time. Is that what you're trying to tell me? They were working together with the bad guys the whole time? Is that what they're realizing now? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Lovers. Yeah, that's how they tried to destroy someone's life and business. That's how they tried to end your career. Yeah. They could have, as retaliation, tried to make you look like you're a sex worker, okay? Someone that would do anything for money, someone that's very greedy, you're very shallow, you're very ungrounded, you're materialistic. They said something about lovers, you having lovers. So they could have tried to make you seem like you're not credible or something like that. So your career and your finances could have taken a massive, massive hit, okay? Massive hit because of the slander, because of the gang stalking, because of the, attempts to get near you and all of that stuff. So you went through a lot, and not just that, I feel like it has a lot to do with defamation as well. They completely assassinated someone's character here. Definitely, okay? This is basically someone here that is a corrupt a-hole, okay? Let's just say it that way. This is the kind of person that would call Mary Magdalene a whore. That's basically what this is, okay? Yeah. Moment of enlightenment. Someone here is seeing something now from a whole different perspective, okay? Why? Because they were confused. 7 of Cups, they were confused. So these people here, I feel like they're people in authority as well. They're authority figures. They were confused as hell for the longest time. They had no idea what to think, no idea what to believe, because you weren't speaking out. All you did was speak out once. After that, you had to basically fight for your life because you were being retaliated against, okay? You had to isolate yourself. You had to hide out. You had to protect yourself, okay? And the whole time that you're doing this, these people here or this other person that you spoke out against is busy slandering you, making shit up, defaming your character, and handing all of this shit in to these masculines here, trying to make you look really bad. So they were, of course, confused. They didn't know what to believe. Now they're having a different perspective here. They're seeing something from a different perspective about something being imbalanced or someone being imbalanced or imbalances that were caused maybe. Tell me more about the Temperance in reverse. Judgment, their judgment, the judgment that they passed on you. So these are people, or the imbalances that you went through in the past here, okay? The judgment call that you made in the past. There was, like I said, there was a significant decision that you made in the past. It was significant. None of these people, except for maybe the person that you were coming up against, your oppressor, none of these people understood how significant that decision actually was that you made and how much courage it took for you to make it, right? You made a pretty big judgment call in the past. And more than that, with judgment, you answered your calling. You answered your calling when you did that. You were guided to make that decision in the past. You were told, you were guided, and the angels were telling you to do it, man. You listened, you answered your call in the past when you did this. It was part of your purpose to expose this corruption, and you knew that it was going to bring in a lot of consequences for you, okay? So now these people are seeing something about some sort of imbalances in the past. Maybe even why you made the decisions that you made. Yes, they are. Ace of Swords. Now they're seeing why you made the decisions that you made. And it had a lot to do with the fact that someone was betraying you beyond recognition, okay? Someone that you were dealing with had betrayed you horribly. That's why you made the decision that you made. And now, after so much time, they're seeing the truth about this. That's why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, right? I feel like a lot of these people here judged a book by its cover. They listen to a lot of gossip and slander here. Yeah. So what is this now that they're seeing here? This Page of Swords. What is this Page of Swords that they're seeing here now? What is this information that they're seeing here? They're seeing some sort of information about someone trying to move on to peace in their life. After betrayal. Yeah, okay. So, or they're receiving information about this. Or this is what actually, or this is what this is the information that they're receiving, right? It's the fact that you tried to move on from something. You tried to get out of the way of something, okay? You made a decision to leave something behind. You wanted to move on to something new in your life. You wanted to leave something behind. What followed after that was complete retaliation, betrayal. Someone wanted to get you out of the way. Someone wanted to end your life, end your career, end everything that you had worked for in your life, okay? End your reputation, make people look at you in disgust, okay? And it was all because you wanted to leave something behind. So now they're getting information about this. Okay? And they're stressed out about it. And they're stressed out about it. They're stressed out about the information that they're receiving. Why is the Nine of Swords coming out here twice with these people in authority, huh? Because they didn't listen to you is what I just heard. Yeah, Three of Swords, they're heartbroken about this. I feel like the Lovers, because of what someone was trying to do to you here. So I feel like this is the Magician and the Knight of Swords. I honestly feel like this is that moment of realization when someone in authority realizes that you were the victim the entire time and that you were speaking the truth the entire time. And that while someone here, your oppressor, was doing everything to ruin your life and betray you and hurt you, they were not doing anything at all besides either looking away or treating you like you were the suspect. Okay? So I feel like that's what they're worried about. Or they might even be heartbroken about it. I'm not sure. Nine of Pentacles, because of your career, because of what was done to your career. Because what you had to do to unbind yourself here. Like with the Nine of Pentacles, you might have lost, like I said, a substantial amount of money. Only to free yourself. It was to free yourself. You had to choose. You had to choose financial stability or freedom, and you chose freedom, which meant poverty, okay? So this is something that they're realizing now. Nine of Cups. Yeah, you chose poverty. I'm telling you exactly what I just said. You went into this knowing that you would struggle financially. You chose this path. You chose it, okay? You knew that it would come to this. But you chose it because for you, it meant your freedom and it meant you upholding your own values and doing the right thing and having, values, morals, and dignity and your soul intact, okay, at the end of it all. And then they turn around, right? Your oppressor turns around and tries to make you look like you're this and that and that, and you're this and this and that, because we can't let this person look credible, right? We have to make them look as messed up as possible. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they're stressed out now because of some information that they've received. Even I feel like about your finances, okay, your financial status, something that you had to give up in the past, a decision that you made in the past, why you made that decision in the past. So now they're seeing something differently here. This King of Pentacles is. This King of Pentacles is, this person is significant today. High Priestess, this is the person that is in authority. They hold some sort of an authority position, and I don't think it's a judge. It's a higher institution. It's law enforcement, something like that. You might have gone to this person to report whatever this was. And this person didn't take it seriously. Yep, that's the truth. 6 of Wands. That's the truth. Queen of Swords. All right. So why was this person so confused here? 7 of Cups. They're confused about someone defending themselves and standing up for themselves. Fighting back against something. An Emperor. This Emperor is. So the Emperor is confused, who I'm assuming is the King of Pentacles. So this Emperor was confused about why someone is standing up and defending themselves here. So they might have thought that you have some sort of malicious intent, or you're trying to stab someone else in the back, or you're trying to harm someone or something like that. So this is, yeah, this is classic. I always come back to this classic projection, but that's actually what it is, right? It's the oppressor that has been oppressing and abusing someone to the point where they felt like they had to get up and say something about it, right? This person turns around and says, they're trying to stab me in the back. They're trying to ruin my career. They're trying to ruin my life. Meanwhile, it's actually happening to you. Okay? It's just the finger pointing. So this King of Pentacles Emperor must have thought that you were trying to, it's kind of giving me like disgruntled employee, right? It's like you found out about corruption. You knew that someone was abusing your trust and doing something fraudulent or something like that. It's giving me strong company vibes, okay? So you decided to speak out against it. Now the boss turns around and says, oh, they're just a disgruntled employee. You can't trust anything they say because they're this, this, and this. So because your boss has better connections, they have a bigger network of people, they know more people, and they can make you look like you're so insignificant. That's exactly what they did. They completely discredited you, okay? They made you look like nobody should listen to you because look at me, I'm the boss of this huge company. You think I would be doing something like this? Yes. Okay, yes, exactly. So I guess this King of Pentacles Emperor then thought that you're just this disgruntled employee who's trying to stab the boss in the back. So apparently they didn't even look into it any further. If there was any truth to your claims, they just ignored it or something like that because they were confused. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Because of, employment. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like losing your job. It's like getting fired. Disgruntled employee, exactly. So this boss didn't even tell the truth about that, right? He didn't even probably tell the truth about the fact that you left the company or you decided to leave because something was fucking weird, okay? Or, you could have even suffered retaliation for the fact that you said that something is weird and you don't want to be a part of this anymore and you want this person to reverse this because this is wrong and all of this was fraud. And this person then turned around and said, oh, she's just a disgruntled, or he's just a disgruntled employee. They didn't know what to think about you. They did not know what side to believe. But since your oppressor's voice was louder, okay, not just their voice was louder, their forging documents skills were better. Their faking evidence skills were top. Their pathological lying is incredibly believable. They have a bunch of other people on their payroll that is also, helping in the lying and the slandering and the pointing the finger. Apparently everybody was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, right? Okay, so ostracized, vilified person here. It's like, they try to crucify one person. Everybody tried to crucify one person, okay? It's like Judas that sold Jesus out, and then the institution comes and picks someone up. That's basically this right here, okay? These people were Judas to you. Absolutely Judas. And it seems like after months to years, someone's finally figuring it out. Took a long time. Took a long time. Yeah, and now they couldn't see something clearly. They didn't see something. They couldn't see something clearly, these people, whoever this is in this institution. They didn't know what to think. They didn't know what to believe. So what's the Hermit? Yeah, now they're investigating the truth here. So some sort of truth was investigated, or they looked into something and they found out the truth, okay, about a relationship and something with justice. So I don't know if this is something to do with the courts or this King of Cups. You have a King of Cups right next to it. So they looked into something, they investigated something, and they found out some sort of truth about a relationship. What they found out was the decision that you made that put you into a fuck ton of poverty, okay? I guess this was something that nobody knew. This was something that was hidden. This was something that nobody knew about, was a decision that you made in the past, which ultimately brought you a lot of debt and a lot of poverty, okay? And the decision that you made, this was not the decision to report this person, okay, to this institution. There was another decision that someone made here. There's separate decisions, okay? You made a decision to go to the authorities and report someone, and then you made a decision to correct a mistake, to take accountability for something, and to try and make something right. This decision was the one that thrust you into poverty. This is the decision that apparently these people didn't know about, that you made that decision, okay? I don't know. But this is what was found out, I guess. This was something that was hidden. Why are you in poverty? Why are you in poverty? You're in poverty because of your oppressor. You're in poverty because of what your oppressor did for years to abuse someone's trust completely, intentionally misguide someone. This person that you were dealing with, this boss, they intentionally misguided you. They intentionally gave you the wrong advice, told you to do the wrong things, or told you not. They didn't even tell you that you had to do certain things a certain way because they wanted you to stay in poverty. They intentionally misguided you, intentionally abused your trust because they had a gain off of it, but you were only losing. It was like they were using you as like a front to commit fraud and make you the fall guy, okay? So you found this out. So there was two significant decisions that you made. It was one, to report it, and two, to try and correct the mistake that someone else had made. I mean, they intentionally guided you there, which caused a lot of debt. If you get what I'm saying, that's what I'm getting. Like someone intentionally abused your trust. They intentionally gave you the wrong advice. They intentionally misguided you. You thought you could trust this person. You thought that they were advising you. They weren't. They were giving you the wrong advice. They were giving you the wrong direction. They were giving you the wrong resources. They were giving you the wrong everything. And when you found all of that out, you were the one that had to correct the mistake, which ended you up in a shit ton of debt, but you still did it because it was the right thing to do. So these people in authority are now finding this out, that you made that other decision back then, okay? That all of the debt that you have right now, basically, it's a circle, right? So it could have, not all the debt that you're in is because of this person, but there's a huge fucking chunk, I believe, that is, okay? And there's probably multiple big ass chunks that can be accredited to this boss figure or this person that you were working with here in the past that abused your trust because they intentionally misadvised you, they intentionally misguided you, they abused your trust, they didn't tell you what you needed to do, they didn't tell you what you needed to, if you needed to pay this or do this or whatever, they didn't tell you any of that. This person let you intentionally run yourself into debt, and they knew it was coming, and they intentionally misguided you, abused your trust, and misdirected you. And you're the one that has all this financial hardship now because of that. And since that big ass chunk of debt came onto you, that is when the other things come in, right? Where it's like, okay, now I need to prioritize. I can't pay all the bills, so what am I going to pay now? Well, if I only pay this one, then these bills stack up, then I can't pay that. So I'll pay this one over here, then these ones stack up. So it's a cycle that's hard to get out of. But whoever you were dealing with, this oppressor, they knew that this was going to happen, and they did it on purpose. Okay? Now they're finding this out, that you were never lying about the fact that, yes, these people put you in poverty intentionally, and they did it to abuse you, okay? Abuse your trust, and because for them, there was a gain in it. They were gaining. This person that you walked away from, they were gaining off of the damage they were doing to your career and to your finances. They were gaining off of this. And once you found out what they had done, they intentionally misguided you, misadvised you, abused your trust because they had a gain in it. And they knew that for you, it was a shit ton of debt, but they didn't care because they had a gain. This is a sociopathic psychopath. The person that you were dealing with, psychopath. Okay? They only cared about one thing, that was their gain. It was a huge amount of fraud. Okay? That someone got like basically like coerced into this, okay? By people that you trusted. They abused your trust, okay? They gave you a gift, an offer, and said, hey, they coerced you into this. What you ended up with was poverty. And the people that you were dealing with, they did it on purpose. They abused a vulnerable person for their own gain and profit, knowing full well that it was going to put someone else in poverty. They did it on purpose. So now these gentlemen here in the authority are finally figuring out this big secret, huh? Okay, that's nice. So tell me more about this truth about the relationship that they're now discovering. A Queen of Wands and a Queen of Swords. Okay, so now they're also finding out truth about you. Either this is you, your energy, okay? Or it's some sort of a relationship dynamic here. And two people were saying something different, okay? So now they're finally getting to the bottom of the lies, okay? It's what I feel like. Six of Wands. Yeah, what these people did. How far this group went. Because it started with one oppressor. It all starts at like 0.0. Which is this boss person over here, okay? That abused your trust. That's where it all started. You wanting to do the right thing and fix the mistake or just speak up, okay, and say something is corruption and fraud, that was 0.0 for the retaliation. But whatever you went through started years before that. Years before that. But you decided to speak out when you realized what was going on. That's when the retaliation hit. And that's when this person started working together with all these different people to all point out one person and say, they're the villain. They're the one, they're the blah, 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 blah. As long as the authorities believe it, who cares, right? Who cares about the lies and the slander? Who cares if it's true or not? As long as these gentlemen here believe it, good enough for them, right? Okay, but so now a hermit is investigating something, finding out the truth about this. So tell me about the King of Cups. That a King of Cups here was very selfish, okay? They only cared about what they want. They saw their own gain in something. See, that's something that all of these people have in common, that you speak up about, that you are a victim of. All of these people that take revenge on you, retaliate against you, they all have one thing in common, and that is that they use other people for their own gain. Okay? They only care about one thing, and that is gain. What can I gain from this? What do I have from this? How can I selfishly manipulate the situation so that I can get what I want? That is the complete opposite of what you did, which is walk away from everything. You had absolutely no gain in any decision that you made. You had only losses. And that is because you decided to do what is right and not what is easy for you or what makes you feel good or what is the best thing for you, okay? You did what was right, even if you knew that there might even be consequences. You knew there was going to be consequences, but I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you made these decisions knowing that you might have to take accountability for something that happened, okay? Even if you didn't know about the extent of the fraud, even if you didn't know about how bad it was, you were still going to take accountability for the fact that you had trusted someone You didn't look into things yourself. You didn't research enough yourself. You didn't take care of your own. You just relied too much on someone else that was intentionally using this gullible side of you, this trusting side of you, to misdirect you. Okay, so if anything, you were going to take accountability for the fact that you had trusted someone you shouldn't have trusted. Okay, so you knew that you were going to take accountability for something. There was going to be consequences. There was going to be retaliation. You saw it coming. You already knew about it. Okay. Now, these people, they're not going to take accountability for anything. That is why they act this way. That is why they target one person, because they don't want to take accountability for anything that they do. All they care about is their gain. They don't want to lose. They're not willing to take losses because they're not willing to take accountability. Okay, that's the King of Cups. So this person took some sort of action here. Yeah, and it was out of their feelings. It was out of them being just acting like a little child, okay? This King of Cups here, this person is emotionally immature, okay? Emotionally underdeveloped, acts like a little child. Yeah, very jealous, like, you took my lollipop, okay? Yeah, the Sun, that's the truth, okay? So that's this person right here, this King of Cups. Another player on the board that, acts like the rest of them. So what's this Two of Wands? So, yeah, so what they all decided here was that they were going to get you trapped, okay? That was the decision that they made, was to get you trapped. They wanted to get you trapped, bound. They want you to shut up and they want you silenced. So my question is, why did none of these people in authority ever ask themselves why someone is being targeted this way? Why all of these people are so adamant that someone goes to jail or someone shuts up or someone gets out of the picture? Why are all these people so adamant that that happens? Maybe because someone is seen as a threat to their poor decisions that these people make, okay? Because someone here is going to speak out against what they feel like is wrong and against things they feel like is corrupt. So a bunch of idiots got together that are all as corrupt as the next one and decided to target one person. A bunch of criminals get together and try and get one person put in jail or worse, out of the way completely, and nobody in authority asks themselves why everybody's so adamant that one person shuts the fuck up. Okay, I guess not. So tell me about the Two of Wands. Yeah, you had to fight so hard, man. You're a wounded warrior. You are a survivor, okay? A fighter. You had to fight your way through this all by yourself. No help from anyone, not even people in authority, apparently, okay? Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, this is them being adamant, right? The Nine of Wands. This is these people being so adamant. Do you see how hard they tried? They did everything. They did everything under the sun to get one person in trouble. Why? Maybe because there's nothing there? I mean, who knows how much fake evidence they drew up here? Who knows, right? But these people were absolutely adamant that you're the one that gets put under judgment. You want to know why? Because they don't like being under judgment. Okay, so the criminals don't like being under judgment. What's new? What's new, okay? Yeah, Three of Wands. What did they plan here, huh? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, so they were confused. It all comes back to them, everybody being confused. It's like, well, why this? Well, I mean, that doesn't make sense. Well, why did they do that? Well, I mean, look at this. I mean, what happened here? I mean, what? Nothing makes sense, right? So everybody was just confused about something not working, about someone not working, about something not working out, about someone being lazy, about someone being jealous and emotionally immature. Okay. So tell me a little bit more about what didn't make sense to all these people here. What was it that didn't make sense? What was it that they just couldn't like put the finger on here? That'd be interesting to know. On your business, what you do for money. The Knight of Cups, because of information that was given to them about a loss of money, a loss of investment. And some sort of messages. So they didn't know what to think because of some sort of messages or some sort of news about a loss of money, a loss of finances, having to do with your job and business. Ten of Swords in reverse. Temperance. And something being balanced out, or some sort of balance, and you coming out of betrayal. The Hierophant in reverse, corruption. This is corruption. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, because they try to make you look like you're a Queen of Wands in reverse. They try to make you look like you're a sex worker. And that's what confused the shit out of them. They're like, huh? Okay, wait a minute. So all of these corrupt criminals are telling us this person's a sex worker. Well, if they're a sex worker, then why is this person not receiving any money? So how is that possible? So where's the money going? So, yeah, something's not making sense, right? Because someone here wasn't a sex worker. It was retaliation, okay? Glad we could clear that one up, okay? I can't even. Yo. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. Even Archangel Metatron agrees with me on this one. That's the truth. It was retaliation, okay? To ruin someone's life and their career and their job and everything. Yeah, someone is not a fucking sex worker. Lovers comes out in reverse. Someone doesn't have lovers. And this is a message directly from Spirit. It's directly from Archangel Metatron, okay? The truth is that someone does not have lovers. The truth is that someone is not a sex worker, okay? So that's what was confusing, apparently, to all of these masculines, right? It's like, but we have so much fake evidence here that is telling us that they are. So how is it possible, right? It's like, well, have you ever even considered the fact that maybe this is fake evidence because somebody reported someone? No, I guess they did not ever consider that possibility. They didn't. Nine of Pentacles, because of someone's financial stability or because of some sort of money. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Because you released money. Justice. Because you released money and justice. What? The Empress. This is what's stressing them out. Confirmation. Confirmation is the fact, this is what's stressing them out, is the fact that it's something about investments or what? I don't know if the Seven of Pentacles is maybe even their investigation or something like that, something they found out in their investigation. Or the whole time they were investigating this business, right? They were investigating this fake business. The fake business, okay? The one that was meant to set you up. The whole time it's not even you. Confirmation. So this is what they're realizing now. That they treated the victim as the suspect the entire time. And someone here had to defend themselves and protect themselves and fight off... I don't know, maybe they're now realizing what somebody actually went through here this entire time. It was like hell for someone. And they were all looking at someone like a suspect. And I'm pretty sure they were also judging someone harshly. Okay? So, you know, that's another thing, is that they were judging you. They don't even know you, but they were judging you based off of some, you know, hearsay and whatever this fucking fake ass evidence is that someone turned in. So everybody was judging you. Everybody was looking at you like you're just, you know, worth nothing, okay? You're a fucking divine feminine. That's why this reading is coming out for you today. Your divine feminine who is being judged for being what? A sex worker? That's not who you are at all. I'm just going to say it again. And I feel like strongly that's why I got the channeled message about Jesus and Mary Magdalene right before coming into this reading, is because they called Jesus the worst things. They crucified that man. They vilified him. Okay? They shunned him. Okay? They made fun of him. And they called Mary Magdalene a whore. Whole time, these people were speaking out against the corruption that they were seeing around them. Okay? And thousands of years later, we're looking back at history and we celebrate these people. If these people had been alive in that time, in Jesus's time, these people guaranteed would have been either part of the group that was slandering Jesus and Mary Magdalene, or they would have even been part of the people that crucified them. Okay? Or crucified Jesus. They would have been. 100%. Like, they had no discernment whatsoever, is what I feel strongly. Absolutely no discernment. King of Swords, what? That's the truth. Seven of Cups. Yeah, they had to absolutely... Yo, I'm telling you. What did I just say? Seven of Cups. Confusion. Absolutely no discernment whatsoever. These people are intelligent. They are. King of Swords, very intelligent, very rational, very... stick to the facts. We got to stick to the facts. And what is the facts? And what does the fake evidence say? What about all the fake evidence, right? So they had absolutely no fucking discernment at all. None. They were confused. They didn't know what to believe, okay? Yeah, they had no idea, okay? That just keeps coming out. These people were confused as hell. Seven of Cups is coming out with this authority figure here at least 3 or 4 times now. The World, but now that cycle is coming to an end. Thank goodness, okay? Thank goodness. The Sun. All right, so, or now they're, something is being completed here. So let's see what's being completed here. What's the Two of Pentacles? The Three of Cups. What is that here with the Two of Pentacles? The Five of Swords. So what they're seeing now here is how an entire group came together to try and sabotage one person, okay? These were saboteurs. These were people that would say anything, do anything, pretend anything, lie on anything that they could think of to get someone in trouble and to keep someone struggling financially. Okay? Yes, they did this. They did do this. Yeah, the Devil comes out. Yeah, I'm telling you. They lied about everything. They didn't give a shit what they have to lie about, okay? They would lie about everything. They would lie about anything and everything. They would even, I'm pretty sure these people even they came up with their own lies, okay? They would lay in bed at night and think about, what lie could we make up next, okay? That's what these people did. And they wanted you bound to something here that they did. Someone was set up and framed. Yes, I'm telling you, Ace of Swords, yes. Someone was set up and framed as retaliation, okay? They wanted you bound to something that they had done, and it was revenge. Everything that someone suffered was out of revenge and retaliation, okay? And that's the truth. That is the truth. People in power don't like it when you expose them, especially not the Devil. The Devil doesn't like being exposed, okay? What's the Eight of Cups? The Star. So the Star decided to walk away. The Hanged Man in reverse. Or because he walked away, they decided to try and get you stuck. And now everybody is all stressed out and worried. So the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords, those are like the two cards that just keep coming out over and over again. Everybody was confused as hell. Now some truth is coming out, and now everybody's stressed out and worried. Confirmation. Did you hear that one? That was loud too on my window. The Sun, because the Sun is here and the truth is coming out, and now everybody is realizing how they treated one person. And it's not even about just the criminals. This reading is not about the people that did something to you, collective. This reading is about the people in authority that are now realizing what they have done to someone. that they were a part in this. They were a part of it. They helped them indirectly get away with all their crimes. Okay? They indirectly helped these people target you, harass you, stalk you, hack you, terrorize you, try and get you out of the way, even unalive you. They helped these people do all of this for months to years, and they looked away and they didn't even realize it was going on because they had absolutely no discernment. Okay? No, they didn't. And now they're all stressed out, realizing that they have been treating the victim as the suspect the entire time, right? That's what this is about. Yeah, how they judged you. Yeah, that's a big part of it. Okay, this is about how people judged you. How they judged a divine feminine. This is about your reputation. How these people here, these people in authority, they partook in this. They are just as guilty of slandering someone here, laughing about someone here. While someone was a victim of a horrific crime, while someone was being targeted and harassed and was made, you might have even, I don't know what was going on here with the sex worker shit, okay? While someone here was being abused and someone was a victim the entire time of other people trying to humiliate someone, degrade someone, embarrass someone to the entire world, these people in authority sat around and laughed at it. These people in authority didn't do anything except for probably say, oh my God, look at her. Yeah, she's a hoe. Whole time someone is a victim of a crime. How do these people feel sleeping at night? Is that what the Nine of Swords is? Realizing that the entire time they were judging someone and defaming someone and calling someone a hoe or saying that, someone is, look at that, sex worker, degrading someone, humiliating someone online. The whole time someone was actually being abused and was a victim of a crime. How does that feel, King of Pentacles? Knowing that you looked away and you probably judged someone as well. How does that feel, huh? Both of these, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. I'm just waiting for judgment to come out at this point because that's what it feels like. Yeah, this is what they thought of you. They thought of you as an Empress in the reverse. This is what they thought of you. This is how they slandered you. They all got together and laughed at someone here, called someone a distorted feminine, called someone a insecure person, someone that's entitled, and someone that is, I just want to keep saying a whore. Honestly. They degraded someone's worth, and it wasn't even you, collective. It was someone that was doing it to you. It's not even who you are at all. But everybody got in and laughed at it, laughed at you, degraded you. Everybody looked away while someone was making you a victim of this horrific, it's a horrific crime. It's heinous. And they all looked away and laughed at it. Like I said, I'm just waiting for judgment to come out at this point. Yeah, while you were in poverty, while you were struggling, while you were exiled, while you had absolutely nothing and no one was listening to you, you were abandoned. These people deserted you, collective. The people in authority that you went to for help, they deserted you. They did. They deserted you. And then they laughed at you with the others. And that's what this reading is about, is that they just had a moment of enlightenment about how you had to fight your way out of this all by yourself. Yeah, no thanks to the people that you went to when you needed help, right? Okay, so Temperance, yeah. You know what? Be glad. You can rest easy. I want to say that. Rest easy here, Divine Feminine, because you're protected by angels every single step of the way. This is the only protection that we need, truly, because, there's people here that we can't always rely on that they're going to help us. Unfortunately, that's how it is. But Temperance is here. You have angels around you that helped you every single step of the way. They protected you. Knight of Cups. There was a reason you were guided to these people. Whoa, wait a minute. I just got a message. There was a reason why your guides guided you to this King of Pentacles and whoever this King of Wands is. There was a reason why you were guided. Confirmation! Did you hear that? There was a reason why you were guided to these people. Why? Why to these people? Why is that significant? Why was the collective guided to speak out, and it was this King of Pentacles here, or this King of Wands, wherever these people are? Why was it these people? Why was the collective guided to these people to speak out? Why? What was the reason? Yes, you were guided to these people to bring this message. Whatever you said, whatever you spoke out, it was meant to reach exactly them. But why? Why them? Why them? Because of the Nine of Cups and the Lovers. Why were you guided to them? Because of you moving forward as the Queen of Pentacles? Why were you guided to them? Knight of Cups. Archangel Metatron, why was the collective guided? Or why was it in their life purpose? Like, that's what I feel, though. I feel like it was in the life purpose or in the destiny, pre-written in their destiny, the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands, to be a part of this story. Why? Because they were being tested. It has something to do with the King of Cups and some sort of financial news or some sort of a investment that they made, or something that a King of Cups invested into. So they were being tested. Emperor. Judgment. Yeah, their judgment was being tested here. So they were being tested. It's also a part of their, they're supposed to answer the call. Something like that. Or they were supposed to answer the call. Did they pass the test or did they fail the test? I'm not sure. Judgment. Well, I don't know. They're under judgment. That's what I would say. Or this is their call to answer the call. Not sure. Said I was waiting for judgment to come out, and it came out on top of the Emperor. So I don't know if someone here is under judgment or if this is their call to answer the call. Okay. The Devil. Why are you showing me the Devil? They didn't do anything at all. They didn't say anything at all. So they need to do something now. I don't know. They're heartbroken about something here. I don't know. Someone's heartbroken. about a death, about something ending. Or they need to end something. I don't know. They need to end something maybe. Why was the collective... I mean, okay. I feel like they were being tested. They're supposed to answer a call. It's part of their destiny somehow that you were led to them. Yes, it is. That's a truth. The sun. It is. That's what I'm getting here. I'm just not sure if they failed the test, passed the test, or if they're supposed to be answering a call right now. Who knows? It has something to do with work and a home. Now, I feel like this is the energy of the King of Pentacles, King of Wands, whoever they are, or it's the same person, I'm not sure. But I feel like someone is looking at the past and regretting something, maybe regretting past choices that they made. So now they need to look to the future. What are they going to do next, huh? What are they going to do next now? They're regretting something. Yeah. So this person made a choice in the past here. It has something to do with you being in poverty. So either this is about the choice that you made in the past that put you in poverty, okay? Or it's about the fact that someone in your past intentionally put you in poverty, confirmation. Or it's something that they made a decision on in the past that also exasperated the poverty. I'm not sure. So what now? What else do we need to know about this? Justice. Justice is about to be served here, Divine Feminine. Don't you worry about a thing. Justice is going to come in for you and everything that you went through, everything that you had to endure here. The Magician and the Moon. Why are you showing me that? The High Priestess and the Knight of Swords. This has something to do with your intuition, what you knew, what you know. The Magician and the Moon can even be about magic, okay? It can even be about like witchcraft or something like that. There's some sort of communication or action that's coming in here. I don't know. I don't know to who. I don't know if it's to you or if it's to these people here. Yeah, it might cause a fight though. There's going to be some conflict here. Why? Or someone feels conflicted because of a loss of money. That's what's going on here. It's about how much money I feel like you lost in the past. Yeah, Temperance. And this is going to be balanced out. Don't worry about it. Because you made a trade-off here, okay? You lost a lot. Who I'm talking to today, you lost a lot. You did. You knew, like I keep saying, you knew that decisions that you make, it was going to put you in this state. But you did it because you didn't want to trade off your soul. Okay? Now, everything that followed after that was horrific abuse, okay, to an individual. And this is going to be balanced out, though. You're going to receive justice for this, okay? You're going to receive justice. And if it's not from the people that were maybe supposed to help you, it's going to be from God. God is going to make sure that you get your justice and that you're protected. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I feel like someone, or there was multiple people here that were being tested. Their judgment was being tested. Now, with the Devil coming out next, I'm not sure if they failed, okay? Who knows? Yeah, but I feel like they see the truth here about how much burden you have to carry here. Tell me about the Ten of Wands. How much burden you had to carry by yourself here. Yeah, strength, how strong someone here had to be. You, Divine Feminine, you had to be so strong. You were extremely strong, okay? Extreme strength that someone carried here, okay? All of the burden that someone carried on their back all by themselves. Everything that someone went through. It's not even just about the strength that you made to make the decisions that you make. It's about how strong you have to be to carry that amount of trauma when you know that people around you are targeting you, harassing you, making you a victim of like heinous crimes, okay? Just knowing what people have done to you just to humiliate you and degrade you and embarrass you. Yeah, alone dealing with that, it takes a lot. You're very strong, extremely strong. You have to be to have to deal with something like this. Okay, and nobody saw your strength. Nobody realized what someone was actually going through. Okay, not just the crimes, not just the retaliation, the stalking, everything involved, the privacy invasion. Okay, complete privacy invasion. Yeah, but also the constant attacks. Okay, constant attacks on someone here. Constant attacks. Someone has to, do you know how fucking strong someone has to be to go through something like this and make it out the other side with God's grace? Alone with God's grace. No one, Divine Feminine, got you to where you are besides you and God. No one. Okay? That's why I feel like these people in authority were being tested, because these are people that are appointed to help victims of crime, yet they looked away and helped the perpetrators the entire time. Continue on in the abuse cycle. And they probably wouldn't have even done anything had someone maybe even, been unalived. They just believe the perpetrator, right? It's easier. That's the truth, huh? That's the truth. So they were being tested, and I feel like they failed. I don't know why, but I feel like they failed the test. Okay, so let me see. For the Divine Feminine here, before I close out this reading today, Holy Angels, is there anything else you need the Divine Feminine to know about this situation here? I feel like I was just about to say it, yo. You heard my words. I was going to say, first and foremost, you should know that you're protected, okay? Don't worry about all of this stuff going on, especially if you resonate with, feeling like you're a victim and feeling like you're a target, knowing what people are trying to do to you. Don't fear. You are protected, okay? By angels, by the divine, by God and the divine. You're safe and you're protected, okay? Don't worry about a thing, is what I wanted to say. Don't worry about a thing. Nothing's going to happen to you here, Emperor. Because of an Emperor, why? Or what's up with this Emperor, huh? What's up with the Emperor? This person is looking back at the past and regretting what? That they didn't believe you. They're definitely looking at the past and regretting something. Definitely. This Emperor is, I'm pretty sure it's the King of Pentacles. This person is looking at the past and regretting either decisions that they made, or that they didn't take you seriously, or that they laughed along with everybody else, laughed at you while you were being made a victim of a horrific crime. Yeah, they laughed at that probably. So they're looking back at this and feeling bad about it now, okay? Well, it's good, because at least what it shows me is that this person has remorse, okay? Like a little bit of it at least. Maybe even some feelings of guilt. Because of money. Because of money. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is a lot of money here. 9 of Cups. Yeah, this has to do, because it has to do with your job. It has to do with your career. It has to do with your work. It has to do with you speaking the truth. Queen of Swords. It has to do with the fact that you spoke the truth and you spoke up. Yeah, you did. You spoke the truth. You decided to do the right thing. You decided to do the fair thing, the just thing. And you said something about work. And what happened after that was absolute retaliation and revenge and people trying to fight you off here, okay? So that's what this person is now realizing, looking back, right? Is what happened here. And this person is heartbroken. They're going through a tower moment. Okay, so they are feeling bad. Something is shocking to them. Something is hurting them. They're looking at the past and they're in regret. Because they didn't see something. So they're looking back at the past, realizing they did not see something clearly at all. Or they didn't want to see something clearly, or they were in denial, or they just couldn't see the truth. I don't know. They just didn't see the truth. They didn't know what the truth was. Yeah, they thought that you were someone, it kind of came out in reverse. They thought that you were someone that would do anything for money. You're someone that's codependent. Yeah, very materialistic. This can also be another card for being a sex worker, okay? And the whole time you were in absolute poverty, okay? Absolute poverty. You consciously made that choice to choose your soul over money. The star, you're a fucking star, man, okay? You're a star. Nobody saw this. Nobody saw that you're actually a star, okay? You are. You're a healer. You're a star seed. You're special. You have a lot of potential. Yeah. Unfortunately, it was robbed. It was robbed of you. Not forever, but for a specific time in your life, it was definitely robbed of you, your potential, because you were too busy trying to defend yourself, okay, from all sides. Yeah, with the 9 of Wands at the bottom, look at that. You're actually a star. You're a healer, yeah. And this person here, they were all working together with the criminals. Yeah. On how to victimize the person even more, Hermit. Now they're looking into this, or they're going within about it. This King of Pentacles, King of Wands, they could be looking within about it. They could be going within, trying to, you know, seek some sort of inner wisdom on the situation. Having to do with you and your job and your career and your stability, justice, okay? And that you're somebody that actually is a true speaker. You fight for justice, okay? You're actually on the good side of things. You have a strong sense for justice. And it wasn't your fault what was done to you. It was not your fault. And you still did the right thing, okay? If you're ever questioning, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right decision? Because my career is in shambles. I'm in complete poverty and debt. I'm being targeted by everyone around me. And I've become a victim of a horrible crime. You made the right decision. You did, okay? Because what you stood for was justice. You stood for the truth. You stood for doing the right thing. You didn't sell yourself out like everybody else, okay? And this is what they try to do to you. They try to trap you, bind you, and silence you. They try to get you out of the way, okay? So this is what this person is now reflecting on, is what kind of a person you actually are, what somebody was trying to hide about you the entire time. Yeah, some sort of communication or action here to have you trapped and bound and stuck and maybe even imprisoned. Okay? They wanted to get you imprisoned. This King of Pentacles could have even been coming at you pretty hard, trying to put you in prison. They saw you as a criminal or as someone that, I don't know, needs to go behind bars. I don't know what they thought of you. But I feel like they're looking back at it now and realizing that they were victimizing, or they were coming after the victim the entire time, okay? Didn't even realize it, apparently. So this person is now realizing that they were, living out of their toxic ways, devil ways, shadow side, or they saw you as the devil, I don't know. No, they're sad about it. They're sad. This person is sad. They're in regret for all of the burden that you went through. They're in a lot of regret. They're upset. They're looking at the past. They feel heartbroken and upset about the burden and what someone went through here, and how much confirmation, how much adversity someone had to face all by themselves. They're sad about this, okay? So this is how they might be seeing. I don't know if they're seeing themselves this way, or they just might think that, you know, maybe they were acting out of their shadow side, or they were listening to the devil. Maybe they feel like they've been fooled by the devil. They were fooled by the devil. Yeah, so this person might be ready to close this cycle out here. I feel like they want to leave it behind. They don't want to. Because of something in the past. They're contemplating something that they might have done in the past, something they felt like was impulsive. They feel like something was impulsive that they did in the past. Now they're contemplating on this. They're thinking about something that they did in the past. And they feel upset about it because it might have even added to your burden. Okay, so this person could have done something that even made it harder for you. Okay, harder than it needed to be. Some sort of a decision that they made. They might now feel like what they did was wrong. Okay. Yeah. They took action on something here. Yeah, they might have blocked your finances, okay? This person could have done something to block your finances, even more than if they already were here. King of Swords. Yeah, and now you have to, yeah. Yeah, so this person might have been a reason why in the past you got some sort of bad financial news, okay, which has made you have to hold on to every cent even more. So I don't know if this person's now regretting that decision that they made. Tower in reverse. Okay. All right. I know I said closing words here. Again, it's been a long ass reading. I know I'm supposed to like end it out, but I feel like there's like one last closing card here. Okay, so whoever this is, an authority that judged you this way, helped, well, I don't know if they directly helped these people that were oppressing and abusing you, but they definitely enabled them. They enabled them to do this to you. So I feel like that's what they're upset about. But some sort of planning is coming in now. Looking towards the future. And the King of Cups. Or maybe this person now wants to show some sort of empathy here. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. What do you mean? What's the Three of Wands? Knight of Cups. Ace of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So, I don't know. What I feel like is there's new opportunities coming in for you now, okay? So, don't even worry about... Wheel of Fortune, okay? That's a nice closing message here. You have the Hierophant here as well. So, I feel like the closing message for you, Divine Feminine, today is, you know, there's going to be new opportunities that come in for you, okay? And just keep looking towards the future. Okay, because everything that was taken from you, you're going to be able to get it back, and you're going to be able to rebuild this, and you're going to regain your financial independence and your stability. And with the Nine of Cups, you're going to still feel good about what you've accomplished, because everything that you earn, everything that you've made for yourself, everything that you've gone through, now you can say with your whole heart that you did everything in the upright, and you did everything with the best intentions and the purest of intentions, and you didn't want to harm anyone, and you didn't do anything fraudulent. And if anything, all you did was follow your heart and what you felt like was right. Okay, so you're going to regain everything that you lost: your happiness, your fulfillment, your stability, okay? You're going to get new opportunities here. And I feel like this is coming back to this message right here with Lakshmi, is that your abundance doesn't come from your bank account. Your abundance comes from your soul within you, and your soul is what's abundant, okay? And that's what's going to attract the abundance back to you, is that you're going through this life with the purest of intentions, and you're living through your heart and what you feel like is the best and the right thing to do. And you're not here to hurt anyone, okay? So even if you're not financially wealthy, you can be really proud of yourself, because you are you're wealthy in the soul, okay? You're wealthy in the heart, and that's what's gonna help you rebuild this, okay? So everything that you lost is gonna come back to you, okay? And that it's destiny. The same way that, all of this transpired here, you're gonna get everything back that you lost, okay? So I'm gonna leave it at that here. You did the right thing, okay? Even though it was really hard, it took all of your strength. You might still be going through this right now, but it was the right decision to make. You did the right thing. And everybody that didn't believe in you, and everybody that laughed at you, and everybody that, was in on the jokes and the degrading and humiliation and the abuse, everyone that was in on it or looked away or took part in it in some way, you're going to show everybody how wrong they were. You're going to show them how wrong they were to do this to you. Okay? And that you never deserved any of this. And everything's going to be okay. Okay? So just look to the future. Everything's going to be fine. All right? So thanks, guys, for watching, and until next time.